gods were jealous, so they punished us. Long ago, before the first stars lit up the night sky, the world was ruled by gods. These gods were powerful, but they were also proud. They lived high above the clouds, in golden palaces where no human could ever reach. The gods had everything they could ever want: endless feasts, music that never stopped, and treasures beyond imagination. But there was one thing they did not have, and that one thing made them jealous. You see, humans were happy. Not all the time, of course. They knew pain and hunger and sadness, just like we do. But humans had something the gods could never understand. They had love. They had families. They had dreams. And most of all, they had the freedom to choose their own paths. The gods watched from above as humans laughed together, shared stories by the fire, and held their children close. The gods saw how humans helped one another in times of need, how they sang and danced under the open sky. And the more they watched, the angrier they became. Why should these little creatures have such joy? The gods whispered to each other. We are greater than them in every way, yet they have something we do not. The chief of the gods, a mighty being with a voice like thunder, stood before the others and declared, if we cannot have what they have, then they shall not have it either. And so the gods decided to punish humanity. First they took away the sun. For 3 long days the world was dark. Crops withered, animals grew weak, and fear spread through every village. The people begged the gods to return the light, but the gods only laughed. Then the gods took away the rain. Rivers dried up, the earth cracked, and hunger became a constant shadow. Mothers could not feed their children. Fathers worked until their hands bled, but the land gave them nothing in return. Still, the gods were not satisfied. Finally, they sent a great sickness. It moved like a ghost through every home, touching the young and the old, the strong and the weak. The people wept and prayed, but the gods turned away. Why do they do this to us? A young woman named Liora asked her grandfather one night. She was thin from hunger, and her voice was weak, but her spirit had not broken. The old man sighed. Because they see our joy, and it burns them. They wish to crush us, to prove that they are greater. Liora looked at the dark sky, empty of stars. Then we must remind them why they were jealous in the first place. The next morning, Liora gathered the people of her village. Though they were tired and afraid, she spoke with fire in her words. The gods think they can break us, but we still have each other. We still have love. And as long as we have that, we are stronger than they will ever be. And so, the people began to sing. Their voices were weak at first, but soon others joined. From village to village, the song spread. It was not a song of anger or fear. It was a song of hope. The gods heard it, and for the first time, they felt something they did not understand: shame. The sky rumbled. The clouds shifted. And then, slowly, the sun returned. The rains came, gentle at first, then strong enough to heal the earth. The sickness faded, and strength returned to the people. The gods never admitted their jealousy. They never bowed before humanity or asked for forgiveness. But from that day on, they never interfered again. And so the people learned a lesson they would never forget. Even the gods could not take away what truly mattered. As long as they had love, as long as they had each other, no punishment could ever break them. And that, my friends, is why we still tell this story today, to remind ourselves that even in the darkest times, light will return. As long as we hold on to what makes us human, we will always endure. Now, close your eyes. Let the stars watch over you. And remember, you are stronger than you know. The end.